Welcome to Public Speaking 101. Do you think you know what public speaking is? Let's ask some people. Alright, so, what do you think about public speaking? What do you think public speaking is?
Well, public speaking is the ability to present yourself in front of a crowd and be able to deliver your speech and your, be an effective communicator.
Okay.
To a crowd, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Have you ever given a speech in public like that?
Well, in school, because you need to take a public speaking regardless, so definitely that.
So, what do you think public speaking is?
I guess it's speaking to any group of people.
Yeah.
And it could be a public setting,
Okay.
or a private setting.
Okay, makes sense. Have you ever given a speech in public?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Like for whether it be for classes or I even took a public speaking class.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It went well. There's obviously a lot of fear I think a lot of people have behind public speaking, but I think the more you do it, the easier it gets.
That makes sense. All right, that's great. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, too. So, what do you think public speaking is?
Public speaking is just about being able to speak in front of people without having a fear.
Absolutely, I understand. Have you ever given a speech?
Actually, I recently just did a research, like a poster session for Project Super, and so I had to present my research in front of people.
How did that go?
So it was good, but it was kind of overwhelming because a lot of people asked questions.
Yeah.
So
when people ask questions back, it gets a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Because I feel as if I don't know how to answer the question, and then I have to think about what I have to say. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
So my question to you is, what do you think public speaking is?
Well, I'm not very good at it. I have done it a few times, but it's basically giving a presentation in front of a bunch of people on a specific topic.
How did the time you did the speech, how did that go?
It was supposed to be 15 minutes in length, and it was only about 12 minutes, so I went a little fast, I think, because I was nervous.
Okay. So nervous is like one aspect of it. Okay. Great. Well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I am your queen, and me talking at you is public speaking. Whatever I say is right.
That's not right. That's not public speaking. It's not about you. It's about the audience.
Public speaking is the process or act of performing a speech to a live audience. But it can go beyond that. Speaking in a group setting can also be similar to that. Getting your idea forth to an audience is public speaking. Making them believe in your idea and involving them in your idea is public speaking.
The most important part of a presentation is not the presentation, but the presenter. Anyone can get up on a stage and stand up behind a podium and read the slides word for word. But is that effective? Not really. An average presenter can put so much content into their slides and pictures in one slide, and the audience would most likely not be able to follow along the content or the presenter. However, an extraordinary presenter would talk about specific key topics that will be broken down into several different slides. Once you get the ideal slides, it's time to present. You first want to think outside of the screen. Like I said before, you don't want to be spending all of your time just looking at the slides and not knowing what you're saying.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going.
You want to present a strong body language. So you want to plant your feet towards the audience, have a strong and open body language, and maintain consistent eye contact with your audience. You also want to use hand gestures. Having large-scale gestures or movements are very helpful in delivering your speech and emphasizing what points in your speech you want to say. A strong presenter will be able to deliver their speech concisely and effectively if they make sure their voice is loud and clear and they get to the point of their speech. Even though it's a part of our vernacular, try to filter out words such as what I said, such as like and ums. Remember not to drag on what you're saying for too long, because the audience will likely get bored or wander into a daydream. So me and my team really recommending a powerful tool. The power pause. So anyone can use the power pause. It's the ability to pause where you're staying, to gather your thoughts so that you don't rush through your presentations. So take time to take all this information and remember to use these tips. But most importantly, make them believe in your idea.
Oh my god, do I look okay? Is my hair okay? Oh, I'm so scared. My hands are cold. Okay, I got this. Okay, what if this doesn't work? What if the computer fails? Will this port work? Is it HDMI? Is it VGA? Oh my god, they're looking at me. There's so many people. Whew.
As you just saw, we have internal fears that we can control. How fast we talk, if we mumble our words, how we look. We also have internal fears that we can't control, like our anxiety, our heart rate, our body temperature. Although these factors are out of our control, we presenters can recognize that we do have these fears so that they can be managed.
Stop it. Get some help.
We also have our external fears, the fears of being judged, all the eyes from our peers looking at us, the fears that our equipment will fail when we need it most, the computer, our slides, the internet connection. These fears can also be managed, so don't fret. Fear of the unknown. We have to think to ourselves, what drives a human to want to know the outcome to every possible event that takes place, whether it's good or bad? We have a drive to want to know how our events are going to unfold, what's going to happen, and whether we're going to mess up our lines or we're going to have a great speech. The best thing that you could do in this case is be prepared. And now I think I'm ready.
So, how do you get over your fear of public speaking? This is how you do it.
You don't do drugs before your presentation.
So, if you don't do drugs, what do you do instead? You sit down before the presentation and you think about what's the worst that could happen. They laugh at you, they'll make fun of you, they'll find you boring, but remember, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me.
You smart. You very smart. We the best. You a genius. I appreciate you.
So this is your anxiety, and this is how it goes when you're talking in front of people. But remember, what goes up must come down. It's all relative.
So, to sum it all up, we recommend the following steps. Analyze your fears and your material beforehand. Design your speech yourself and be confident about it. Develop your ideas into the speech and know what you're talking about. Implement by practicing your speech, and remember, practice makes permanent. And lastly, evaluate how you did by doing it for your friends or your family and asking for their feedback. In short, use the ADDIE model.
Hope you all enjoyed the video and found it useful. Thank you for watching.